Hello friends, welcome to my channel. In this video, I am going to explain you all the Spark real-time interview questions with answers. Already I have posted all the Spark interview questions. Now I am going to post questions with answers. So in this video, I am going to explain you all the answers along with questions. Before going to the topic, please don't forget to subscribe my channel, like it and click on bell button. Now the first one is, what is meant by D-stream in Spark? D-stream is a continuous data stream and an abstraction that is provided by Spark Streaming. It can receive from the data stream processing or from the data source which was generated by the stream input. So the internal structure of D-stream can be represented by RDD, that is the resilient distributed data sets, that is continuous series. These stream operations are translated to underlying RDD operations. The user can create these D streams, that is RDDs, in various sources like HDFS, Apache Spark, Apache Kafka, and also Apache Flume. These D streams can do two operations. That is, these can write the data to the external systems. Hence, it is known as output operation. And a new D stream can be produced with the existing transformations. That is the second one. Explain the types of D streams, discrete streams transformations. There are two types of transformations on D stream. That is stateless transformations, and the second one is stateful transformations. Stateless transformations. The batch processing does not depend on the previous output batch. For example, reduce by key, map, filter. And stateful transformations. The batch processing depends on the previous batch intermediate results. That is sliding windows transformations. Because here, those RDDs, we are creating RDDs and those are depending on the previous RDDs. And third one is, what are the different storage or persistence levels in Apache Spark? The Spark can persist the data from different shuffle operations. It is always suggested that call RDD persisted method. Here we use persist method, and it is only when they reuse it. These are various levels of persistence in Spark for storing RDDs. We will see what are the persistence levels. Levels of storage or persistence in Apache Spark are memory only serialization, memory and disk serialization, disk only, memory only, memory and disk, and off heap. Fourth one is, what are the core components in a distributed Spark application? That is executor, driver, and cluster manager. Executor. Spark's tasks can be processed by the workers. Driver. Running the main method program to create RDDs. It performs the actions and transformations on them. Cluster manager. Launching the executors and drivers can be made with a Spark's pluggage component that is called cluster manager. This cluster manager is used to run like yarn or Apache images on top of the external manager. And the last one for today's question, explain about sparse vector in Spark. The purpose of a Spark vector is to store non-zero entries for space saving. Spark vector has two parallel ways. One vector is for indices, another is for values. So for example, I have provided an example. The syntax for this is vectors dot sparse of, I have given 4 comma array of 4 elements and array of those corresponding values, that is indices. I have given here one vector is for indices and there is for values. So here in a vector we are providing two arrays, that is one is for indices and another one is for values corresponding indices. Okay, thank you friends. See you in the future videos.